Two-person can be alike. Two-person can be up the roof, their voice up the roof. One have to know when to stop and one have to know when to walk away. And if you don't talk about your issues or problem, it won't work.
Straight up. She told me that for her marriage, she thinks why it lasted so long is because you have to acknowledge the other person's feelings in every way. It takes me a while to talk about what's going on with me. And I think this is due to my past and everything else that I've been through. Yeah.
Right? So
I keep things to myself, but I eventually talk about them. Because I have never heard anybody say that sex is one of those things that keeps their relationship.
Exactly.
Make it last. It has.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. We appreciate you.
And remember, as what Leon will say at my wedding, say yes, honey.
Yes, that's what I say. You know what? Our Uber driver on our, you know what?
Oh, yes.
On our wedding anniversary this year, just
interesting.
Our Uber driver that was taking us from our dinner, our wedding anniversary dinner, said the same thing to us. He said he's been married for 30 years. And I asked him, what's your secret for making it last this long?
Yeah.
And what did he say? What did he say?
Everything is yes.
He said everything should be yes. Just say yes. You don't have no problem. Just be a yes person. Whatever they say yes. And Leon told us that at the wedding also.
Keep each other close, love each other, respect each other. Kenny, you need to learn how to say yes, honey. Okay? Please. Yes, honey. Okay, mommy.
I just strongly believe that the older you get, sometimes it's the more knowledge or you experience.
Yeah, you attain more knowledge.
And I would say if you two people can be the same, you know what I mean? Like you can't have two bull in a pen.
True.
It's just not gonna work. You have to have like one person.
There has to be some balance.
To be more. Yeah, exactly. So one person has to be more on a certain level. Both of us can be on the same level when it comes to like we're different, right? You understand what I'm saying? And
especially when it comes on to dominance in a relationship, you both can't be fighting for that position of dominance. Yes.
Yeah, not only that, there's a lot. There's just a lot.
It's across every area of your relationship, not just one.
Yeah. Work. Two-person can be alike. Two-person can be up the roof, their voice up the roof. One have to know when to stop and one have to know when to walk away.
Yeah.
That's what makes relationship work. We can be on the same level. We can be like
absolutely
the same all the time. And just work together and talk about your problems. And if you don't talk about your issues or problem, it won't work.
Straight up.
No, I'm telling you. And you have to speak what's on your mind. You have to speak the truth.
Communication is key.
Yes.
Like everybody who's ever been in a relationship, married or not, communication is always the key.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah, and I was talking to somebody recently and they told us, she told me that for her marriage, she thinks why it lasted so long is because you have to acknowledge the other person's feelings in every way.
Absolutely.
That is very important.
Absolutely.
Acknowledge their feeling, acknowledge, their daily goings and comings. Like, you don't know what, sometimes they may not say something to you, but something is there bothering them. You get to know them through, communication, but also through acknowledging what's going on with them all the time.
Absolutely. And whatever is bothering you, whatever negative thinking or impact you have on your partner, you guys have to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm really bad at that because I don't communicate too well. Put on my glasses. I communicate well, I should say, sorry. But it takes me a while to talk about what's going on with me. And I think this is due to my past and everything else that I've been through. I'm not the type of person who's going to come out right away and say that this is bothering me or that is bothering me. And, you know, it take a while to reflect on what's going on with me. I might take a really, really long time to divulge it, but eventually it will happen. And there are things about me that I still haven't, like, talked to you about, like my past and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's for another day.
Okay. But at the end of the day, at least
Yeah.
I actually observe you and I know. So whenever you're ready to talk,
Mhm.
but eventually you'd have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can't just keep
Absolutely.
it to yourself. Right?
Well,
So,
I've kept certain things to myself for ages and ages and ages, and
we're not talking about when you're
yeah,
by yourself. I'm talking as a couple.
as a couple, yeah.
Right? So
I keep things to myself, but I eventually talk about them. I eventually talk about them,
But
so it's like,
But that's what I'm trying to say. Eventually you talk about it.
yes,
Yeah, okay. So I'm saying I observe you, so I understand you.
yeah,
And that's one of the things you have to observe your partner in order for you to understand them.
mm-hmm.
So I understand you. So you're not the type of person like if something happened today, you're gonna talk about it. I understand that. So I'm not
Good.
gonna force you to talk to me.
And I'm happy you understand that.
Exactly. So, but then eventually I may come back to you on the same
And force
subject
me to talk about
and
it.
said no and said we need to talk about this.
And if I
If
decide,
I don't see you're ending there or you're dragging your feet, okay, babes, we need to talk. And then that's when you say, okay, all right, let's talk about it.
yeah,
Exactly. But eventually you have to talk
you
about
have to
it.
understand each other.
So technically you have to understand it's not everything about, okay, you have to know now, or your partner, or you feel like your partner is obligated to tell you what's going on with her now. It is not like that. You have to learn how to give your partner space. You have to learn how to know when your partner is willing to talk and when she is not ready to talk. You have to give her that space. You can't just say, okay, no, we need to discuss it now. This is a problem. No, I'm having. No, it doesn't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. And that is why one of the reasons it is good to give to understand your partner and where that person is coming from. Because everybody's journey is different. You know what I mean? So your partner may been through a lot, but not but you don't know because she'd never talk about the real depths of her journey, what actually she experienced, because it takes time. You know what I mean? It really takes time. It's a process. So you have to learn how to understand that side of your partner and understand when she's ready, then she would put a card on the table and you can talk about that.
Yep. I've never heard anybody in a long like a relationship that lasted for years and years say is a strategy to keeping the relationship alive. I've never heard anybody say sex is one of those things.
No.
Have you ever heard anybody say that sex is one of those things?
No.
Or maybe it is, but they just don't talk about it.
Sex, it's a very important role in a relationship, but it is not all.
No, nothing is ever all. There are always other things.
No, what I meant to say is that it is not just that makes a relationship works.
It doesn't define the relationship too much.
It's beyond.
Way. Because I have never heard anybody say that sex is one of those things that keeps their relationship
exactly
make
because
it last.
Sometimes you see a man have a wife and he go outside and he's cheating with another beautiful sexy woman, but he's not leaving his wife. It's a reason. You know what I mean? It's a reason, right?
But again, sex is one of the things that breaks up relationships a lot. So
sex,
I don't know.
And financial
and finances.
Finances. Sorry. Big up yourself, guys. Bless up yourself. Remember, believe in yourself. Continue pushing forward. It's a process, but you will make it. So, Shella and Kenni said that. No respect. Big up yourself.
Peace. Big up yourself. Right. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, do the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Subscribe, guys.
And thank you guys for watching. We love you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.